He's recording now.
Okay.
So you know what that means.
What's it mean?
Welcome back to the All Lowercase podcasts. I'm Chris.
And I'm Yahvi.
And this totally is not scripted.
Well, okay, it's not scripted. We have an outline, so we don't go off the rails like we did the first
Well,
time.
outline, script, I think it's the same thing.
Well, shows how much you know about writing, but
Well,
just kidding.
That's why I'm an accountant major.
That's true. Okay,
All right.
so it's been a minute since we recorded podcasts.
It has been. And we actually have a perfectly good explanation for that. So after the last podcast, we were talking, and we got into a little dispute about the future. We got into a disagreement about the future of this podcast, and
and I would say it like totally ruined our friendship, right?
That's putting it lightly. Yeah, I think we ended the conversation like yelling at each other and saying that we hated each other's guts.
Like never want to see each other's faces, like.
Yeah, like we I actually got on the black market and I like was about to order a Hitman. But then I remembered I'm a college student and I have tuition to pay for.
Right,
so I
a Hitman would have been too expensive.
Yeah. But they're not as expensive as I thought. So.
Right. So like.
Anyway, yeah.
No, go ahead.
Oh, anyway, yeah. So we got to this whole argument.
I mean, this isn't part of why we argued because you like interrupted me all the time.
Yeah. But we don't talk about it now. But now I know what you're thinking, Chris, Yahvi. Why are y'all making the podcast if y'all didn't want to see each other again? Well, let me tell you how. Let me tell you how we got the gang back together.
Let me spin you a yarn.
We went home from winter break, and I love coffee. I'll have you know I love coffee. I don't know if you guys knew this from the past 2 episodes that I talked about it, but I love coffee. And Starbucks has a double stars day. And so I needed stars bad. So I usually invite someone. Everyone I wanted to invite was busy, except Yahvi. So I called her. I was like, yo, I hate you, but let's get some coffee. And she was like, I hate you too, but I like coffee.
I do like coffee. I've been having like 4 cups a day recently.
That's crazy. I don't remember asking. Anyway, we became friends again.
Yeah, we're such good friends again.
Yeah.
All right. We're just kidding. We never within the past 3 months have hated each other or been not friends.
Past 3 years, that's different.
Hey. So what actually happened?
Oh, are you asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, we died because of finals, and then we got resurrected because we had the winter break to like recharge our batteries and stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. We just got really busy, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, we just got really busy, and time management isn't our best feature, our best attribute. So we got really busy and with college, with finals, with our own lives, and we kind of just kept putting off the next podcast. And so yeah, we just kind of stopped.
It was unfortunate too, because I think we had some great podcast ideas, but we just never had the time to flesh them out or record them. But you know, we can just do that this year. I keep saying next year like it's 2020.
You can do that the podcast in 3 months from now.
Oh my gosh, yeah. At the end, we should be like, see y'all in 3 months.
So yeah, we just been busy. We just had some recent developments. I personally plan on making more YouTube videos on my channel.
Yeah, ones that don't include me, because this is Chris's channel. I'm just here for fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what kind of videos I'm going to do. Maybe just coffee. I don't know. There's some other stuff I want to do, but that might wait. I might have to wait on that until I get into my apartment because I'm in the dorm. And I actually had to kick out my roommate for us to record this podcast.
Yeah.
So whenever I get my apartment in the fall, in August, I'll definitely make more and more YouTube channels. But until then, I'll see what I can do.
In case your roommate is listening to this, I want to embarrass him. He agreed because he's obsessed with me.
Yeah. He said, I'll go. He said, I'll leave. But when I come back, I better have Yahvi's phone number. And I was just like, if you can find it, it's yours. Anyway.
Okay. Now that I'm nice and uncomfy, what else have you what else has been happening in your life?
I got a job. I got a barista job. I'm still in training though. So hopefully by the time you hear this, I haven't lost my job.
You know
But
what
we'll
that
see.
means. Next podcast, you'll be talking about even more coffee.
That's if I get to that part of training. But we don't talk about it.
Okay. Not gonna jinx it.
And then I'm also getting more involved in my university. I've joined some organizations. Me and my buddies, we're hanging out a little bit more. Yeah, I'm just getting a little bit more involved, a little bit out of the dorm more. Yeah.
Sounds fun.
What about you, Yahvi? What developments have you had?
Well, like you, my semester started, and I have a feeling that this semester is going to be really, really busy for me. I just have a lot going on. A lot of plates to juggle. Is that the term? I don't know. A lot of things on my plate.
Yeah, there it is.
um, but fun thing about this semester is that I'm a tutor for my university, um, and it's been really fun so far. I really enjoy doing that. I didn't. I was really nervous about it because I was like, I don't think I'll be good at expressing problem solving techniques and kind of helping instill that in people. And I don't know if I am good at it, but I'm always like really, I feel a great sense of reward whenever I'm like talking about a problem and then one of the students in my session is like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And I'm like, yes, like that's what I'm being paid for.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
that's really awesome.
yeah, and then I've also been involved in organizations, and it's cool because they're organizations I'm really passionate about. One of them is for like um, encouraging women to go into the STEM field, and that's pretty cool because I am a woman going into the STEM field. Um, Fun. And then another one is to help or like to cater towards kids who are in orphanages, which is also really fun because I really want to work with kids in the future. But yeah, just it's fun being involved in things geared toward what I actually want to do. But that's enough about what's going on in my life. We
Yeah.
actually
So have a
have a
sponsor today,
sponsor for
right?
today's episode. Yeah.
Yeah, we actually have a sponsor. Today's sponsors are manipulator glasses. Now, I know what you're thinking. Chris, what are manipulator glasses? Well, let me tell you. Have you ever wanted to be right in everything you do? Have you ever not wanted to admit that you're wrong? Have you ever wanted to have that edge in an argument? Have you ever just wanted to control people into doing your will and whatever you want? Well, do I have the product for you? Manipulator glasses. Now, manipulator glasses come in all shapes and sizes. There actually is no specific brand. As long as they are blue light glasses, not prescription glasses, just blue light glasses, and or they have clear frame. That's it. Once you get one of those, you are a manipulator. And once you have them on your face, you'll be able to feel the power of controlling people and manipulating them into thinking that you're right and into belittling them. Manipulator
I
glasses.
really, I really hope there's not a brand out there called manipulator glasses.
If there
That would
is,
be
I
unfortunate.
would totally buy it. I
Would
would
you?
get it.
In case y'all don't know, Chris recently got manipulator glasses. So that
They're
was why
they're
they were
blue
our
light
gag
glasses.
sponsor.
They're purely blue light glasses. Yahvi they're
Hey,
prescription glasses. They're not even prescription glasses. They're just
they're not
regular.
prescription glasses.
They're
But
non-prescription. They're not even blue
I do
light.
have bad eyesight.
Yes, and I don't yet.
Yeah,
But
I was
hers,
making fun of Chris because he is one of the few people in our friend group who does not require any sort of corrective eyewear, and he
you're
made
gosh
fun of
darn
us.
right.
He made fun of us for years, exactly like that, saying that he had 20/20 vision, that he didn't need to wear glasses, and then look who got
Still don't.
glasses for the style of it. Like, what?
But listen. I made fun of y'all's bad eyesight. I didn't make fun of the glasses.
Well,
Whenever
by
y'all like,
making fun of our bad eyesight, you're inherently making fun of our glasses because we need to
you
wear
see, this is
glasses.
manipulator glasses at work right here,
Oh my
right now.
goodness,
This
you're
is
wearing
proof.
manipulator glasses. He's manipulating y'all.
I'm telling you, they work. Get your manipulator glasses now. Link in bio.
Lincoln.
So yeah. No, but what gets me is that Yavi's glasses that she has on right now, they're non-prescription.
They're fake,
They're
yeah.
they're fake. They're not even blue light glasses. They had the clear frame.
They're just for
That's it.
style, but I wear contacts. I wear contacts and I wear actual glasses when I don't feel like wearing my contacts. So
Bruh.
I have this right because I am unable to see more than 7 feet in front of me on a good day.
Imagine getting prescription contacts
See,
just to buy
you're about to
glasses.
do it. You're about to do it.
Sorry, these manipulator glasses are working too good. Anyway. And now that we've talked about our sponsor and how well they work, now
Okay,
it's time to
before
get to
we get
today's.
into this podcast, can we talk about our work styles for approaching this podcast?
Okay, since I threw you under the bus on your glasses, you can have your spotlight to shine. You can have
No,
your
I'm
15 minutes.
I'm not trying to make fun of you. I think it's funny because okay, this is gonna make us like actually get into an argument and then actually disband the podcast.
Go on, please.
No, because I think we mentioned it in the first podcast that we have really different like working styles and it works together most of the time, and it's good because for what I lack in one thing, you make up for it, and what you may lack, I may make up for it. So
Yeah.
I made the outline for this podcast this morning and had it all filled out. We hopped on this call to go over the outline, and that's when Chris filled out his section of the outline.
I was doing everything. I had class right before this. You know that.
I made this doc like hours ago,
Hours
at
ago.
like noon, right?
You know what else was hours ago? My class.
Okay. I'm just saying.
No,
I
but
thought it
you're
was
right.
funny.
We're shooting at what, like we're shooting like it's like 10 right now where we are, and she made our outline. She sent it to me at noon today, and I didn't get to it until like right after my 6 o'clock class. So I didn't even open it or look at it until like 8. So yeah.
But it's chill. It
So
worked
you
out.
can tell who's the backbone. Yahvi is the backbone of this
That
podcast.
is not true. I don't know anything about like technology or anything. So
Yeah, and I don't have
there
a work
wouldn't be
ethic,
a
so you know.
balances out, like I said, balances out.
We play to each
Anyway,
other's strengths.
it
and
is
weaknesses.
Valentine's Day.
It is. Well, whenever we release this, it is.
It don't ruin the movie magic.
Oh, Santa Claus isn't real. Sorry, I
Oh
ruined
my
something
god,
else. It's okay.
Chris.
What if Santa Claus was real?
Hey.
Fine, I won't get into. That'll be another podcast.
Another podcast.
Yes, today is Valentine's Day, and as you both know, me and Yahvi are professional single people.
Yeah.
How long have you been single?
Well, longer than I'd like to admit.
I've been single since like senior year of high school. Like 3 years now, or 2 years. I'll say 3 years.
Yeah, I'm probably about the same.
Wait.
Anyway, it's Valentine's Day.
Wait. Were we each other's last relationship?
I think so. But that's a dynamic I didn't want to bring into this podcast.
Oh.
Happy Valentine's Day to everyone.
Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. I hope you hold on to that honey of yours really close.
Even for the single people out there also listening to this, Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. And we're here to tell you that, you know what, it's just really easy on Valentine's Day for it to suck for single people. But that's what we're here for today. Today, we're going to tell you the pros of being single.
Yeah. Well, okay, that makes it sound like we're one of those workout, like, recordings on, like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, today I'm going to tell you how to get your dream body. We're not, like, giving advice or anything. I think we're just kind of wanted to go over what we really like about being single, because on Valentine's Day it can get really easy to get caught up in the fact that if you're single, to like the fact that you don't have a significant other or something, and I think it's like it was a good I think it would have been a good idea to just talk about what the fun parts of being single without like bashing on couples or like being sarcastic and being like, yeah, being single is just so fun. I'm alone every day.
Yeah, because I mean, being in a relationship is nice and all. If you're in a good relationship, which is that's an entirely different conversation. But being in a relationship, it's nice and all, but being single, it's not. That's also nice. It's a time to you to reflect on yourself, and it's a time for you to focus on yourself. And we'll get to that in a minute. But I mean, like Yahvi said, it's easy on Valentine's Day for us single people to just be like, man, this sucks. I want to cuddle with somebody. I want to eat chocolates with somebody. I want to, I just do all the little lovey-dovey couple things. But we're here to tell you, no.
It be good.
It be like that. Well, that's the end of the podcast.
Can you imagine?
I can just end it right now. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, so yeah, we wanted to talk about our favorite parts of being single. Chris, would you like to go first?
I would.
Okay, also, I'm sorry if there's any music coming through. My upstairs neighbors just started listening to music really loud.
It's okay. Just kick him out like I kicked out my roommate. Anyway. So, as you know, when you're in a relationship, you got yourself a honey. And
very insightful.
What do honeys do? Take your money. They take your money.
Dang, that's a bold generalization.
No, well, let me get a little bit straightforward. You have more spending money to spend on yourself. You don't have to worry about gifts to buy for other people and stuff like that. That money could be spent on you or your family or your friends.
Yeah, I would say not. You don't have to like. I think worry is probably not the right word there. Like you're not thinking about spending it on like a significant other rather than like yeah.
And that kind of brings me to my second point, which is like you don't have a significant other that you have to please, kinda. Which I'm walking on eggshells when I say this, because I think that in a good, healthy relationship, you don't have to try to please them all the time. Y'all hopefully y'all love each other and it's a good, healthy relationship, so you don't have to try to please them.
Yeah,
but I mean,
like y'all would want to do nice things for each other, but not to like make that person like you.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's like you every now and then you want you want to treat your significant other and stuff to dinner, or just get them flowers or chocolates, or if you like me, a cup of coffee. We don't talk about that.
Okay, yeah. Anyone trying to take Chris out on a date, get him a cup of coffee.
Please. I will love you forever. Anyway, my next point is you get more time with the boys, more time with your friends, more time with your family, just more time in general to do what you want. For me personally, excuse me, sorry, I'm like burping or whatever. Me personally, I like to spend it with my buddies, I like to spend it with my friends, just because I love my friends. They've been really good to me. They've been there for me for a long time, and yeah, more time to spend with them.
I can testify to that. We have a good group of friends. I'm sorry, I feel like I keep interrupting you.
No, it's all good. It's all good. And then the next point, I'm kind of walking on eggshells here, is like I don't have to worry about being influenced so strongly by one person. A very strong, abrasive word for that would be like manipulated, because I have been in relationships in the past where they heavily influenced me and like almost completely changed me and stuff like that, which is that's a weird topic to discuss. I do believe in a good or healthy relationship, y'all will grow, but I don't necessarily think that growth means change, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Right. Like, I can't speak for, I don't know what's the best way to put this. I feel like, Chris, you like to make people happy, and if like the person you're with has a certain habit or interest that they like, you tend to gravitate towards also liking that habit and interest in order to like for that person to like you. Like, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like I
Correct
see
me if I'm
myself
wrong.
like, no, like I think you're on the right track, just because like whenever like friends of mine or somebody that I'm interested in, whenever they have hobbies and stuff like that, I don't want to seem so ignorant on those topics. Like if they have a thing for a certain sport, I want to be educated in that sport. I want to know what's going on and stuff like that. You know, I don't want to be where they're going off on a whole tangent about how they love it and I'm just there listening, but I don't know what they're talking about. I want to be able to have a conversation with them about it. And so
Right. And
I'll take an
yeah.
interest into it.
Yeah. And so like in your relationships, um, maybe like you're into someone who's like um into a lot of different things than you are, and then over time trying to take interest and partake in all those hobbies of theirs, um, like
Or
leaves
at
you
least just
really
trying
far
them
from who
out.
you were. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean, in a relationship, it's a give and take. You know, what they like, y'all are obviously gonna have dates where y'all do what they like, and then in turn, y'all have dates where you do what you like and stuff like that. And so, if best case scenario, y'all both
Meet in the
like
middle.
each other's interests and it blends. You know,
Yeah.
so but
But like your point is that in the past, like you look back and you're like, man, I actually wasn't very interested in that, and that person kind of made me become interested in it.
yeah, yeah, and sometimes that can be a good thing. Sometimes that can be a not so good thing.
Right.
It's kind of a case by case scenario. But whenever you're single, you don't have to worry about that.
Right.
So anyway,
No, that's a really good point.
yeah. Sorry if that was a really foggy way of talking about that, but that's just
Yeah,
how I feel
we're
about
not trying to name names.
it. Yeah. X number 4. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Anyway,
Wait, you need to
Yahvi.
make sure it's not actually your ex number 4.
Shoot, who was the first one? I gotta figure this out. Do we want to go through my exes right now?
No, wait, I think it is, dude.
Shh, shh.
No, no,
If you're
no. It's
listening,
not. It's not.
I really don't
Okay.
know. It
Yeah,
just
I don't
depends. I
either.
guess it depends on who. It depends on who is counted as a girlfriend. Wow, that sounds so bad. Do I really count you as my girlfriend? Hmm.
Are you asking me that right now?
No.
Oh.
I was just like saying that hypothetically.
Okay.
Did you think I was asking you that right now?
Yeah, let's move on.
Would you have answered? Were you about to answer?
I don't
Moving
care.
on. Moving on.
Yeah. Okay.
Moving on.
So I really liked all of Chris's pros. I think they're all super valid, and they're also different than mine, which I thought was really cool that we had like really different reasons. I think for me, a big like the big glaring factor of like why I like being single is that I get to focus on myself because I'm a narcissist. Just kidding. Kind of.
Well, you have the manipulator glasses, so I mean.
Hey, oh my gosh, you do too. So.
Oh, I didn't deny
Takes one
that.
to know one. Takes one to know one.
Takes one to know what?
Takes one to know one.
Know what?
Oh my gosh.
As you're saying, what are your pros?
Y'all can't see it, but he has this like grin on his face. He knows exactly what he's doing.
You guys just wait. You guys just wait until we figure out how to get the video portion into this. Then you're gonna see just how goofy of a smile I have. And for those that do know how goofy of a smile I have, you can imagine it. My goofy, big smile. As you were saying.
So, yeah, I really like being able to focus on myself because I am the kind of person who I feel like when I have someone important in my life, I give a lot of myself to that person, whether they ask for it or not, and then I stop focusing on me. And so, a lot of the like biggest personal growth periods I've had in my life have been when I was single, and I'm really fond over those times in my life because I felt like I grew so much as a person. I became so much prouder of who I was in a short period of time. And that's just like a really nice feeling to just have that self validation. Because I feel like it can be really easy to, in a relationship, seek that other person's validation. And then when you're not in a relationship, you're not seeking that from someone else. You kind of find it in you, if that makes sense. Yeah. I thought you were gonna say something, so I was like,
no, sorry.
waiting.
I while you were talking, I got a notification on my phone. I'm sorry, but not to say I wasn't paying attention, but I wasn't paying attention. But that's why we had the outline so I could see what you're talking about.
Dang.
No, but I'm just kidding. I was paying. What?
Part two
of us getting an argument and never talking.
Yeah.
No.
Well, it's all good.
I really do like. I really do agree with all your points. It's funny because I mean, like Yahvi said earlier, she had written out everything, including her points, and like almost all of her points I wanted to talk about, but she beat me to it.
Hey, early bird gets the worm, dude. But no, seriously, feel free to like.
Fly.
Oh my gosh, feel free to chime in on when you agree with these, because I would love to hear your own experiences on this.
Are you talking about me?
Yes. Who else would I be talking to?
I don't know. This is gonna be on YouTube. I don't know. People can comment. I don't know.
Okay, yeah. I'm not gonna talk to you for the rest of the podcast. I'm only wanting people to comment.
Yeah. This is live stream,
Chris,
but we still haven't streamed yet.
Every time you agree with the point I'm making, or have experience with the point I'm making, feel free to chime in.
Okay, I agree with what you're saying.
This is why you're single. No, I'm kidding. Can you imagine?
Well, God, you're not wrong.
That was such a like yes dear of an answer.
I agree with what you're saying.
Okay.
Yes, dear. No, but
Next
I totally agree.
point.
Like, being single is a good time to focus on yourself.
Thank you.
What's your next point? Wait, was that just your first point? You still haven't gotten to the other ones yet? Oh, sorry. I thought you had gone through. Sorry. You guys can't see it, but her face is like red, and she looks like she's crying from laughter.
We like joked at the beginning about getting into a fight over the podcast. And now we're like butting heads so hard.
What do you mean we're butting heads? We're literally laughing.
I know, but like not like mean butting heads, but like
Oh my gosh. Did we just get Yahvi's iconic laugh on record?
No, I do not have an iconic laugh. Okay,
Come
no.
on.
If you ask anyone in our friend group, they would say you have the iconic laugh.
No. Run it back. If you guys go back like a minute to her laughing, all you would hear is
Shut up. That's not even funny. That's not how I laugh.
I don't know. We'll see.
If y'all go back to a little bit earlier when Chris was laughing, you'd hear his laugh. I can't imitate it, but
what's my laugh?
I can't imitate it. Well, okay, you changed it. You changed it because I made fun of your laugh in high school, and then you changed how you laugh.
Which laugh is it?
I don't know.
I think I laugh like my dad, if I'm being honest.
Do you?
I think so. I like my dad's laugh. That's a good thing.
Yeah, it's good.
Anyway, your second point.
Yeah, okay. I think another pro about being stop laughing.
Sorry. I feel really bad, and I thought it was funny that that whole time you were talking was just your first voice.
I know, that's why I started laughing.
I'm such a bad guy. Oh my god, I'm such a butthead.
It's okay. That was like I think the reason it made me laugh was it reminded me of like shows when people would be like, "Oh, are you still talking?" Okay.
Sorry.
So my next pro about being single was that like you can kind of figure out what you want in a partner before you're in a relationship. Because I think it's really inconvenient if you're in a relationship and then you're like, man, my partner has this quality that I don't really want in my partner. And then you're dating that person, you know? But like this one has a bit of an asterisk by it because I think I'm one of those people who like has that view that once you find like the person that you really want to be with for the rest of your life, it's not going to matter if like you had this list of attributes you didn't want in a person and what they have like a couple of those attributes or something. Like I think you'll like that person enough to either like that in them or be willing to overlook it. But anyway.
Yeah. I think that kind of thing is like it's not really I think of that like making a list of what you're looking for is less of a checklist and more of a what you're looking for. I know that doesn't make sense, but it's like you said, it's like it kind of gives you like an outline of what to look for in a person. Obviously, things on that list are going to be more important to you than other things on that list. Me personally, I would love a girlfriend or a significant other that speaks Spanish, just because my mom doesn't know English; she only knows Spanish, and so for her to be able to communicate with my mom would be a big plus. You're already winning in my book.
Oh, that's sweet.
So, if that says anything, but yeah, and then
that's a good one.
And then another thing I wanted to add to that was that whenever you're single and like, well, how do I figure out what I want in a partner if I'm not in a relationship? Well, you can also like look at other people that are in a relationship and see what's working and see what's not, you know, like I have learned a lot from looking at relationships that I've seen in friends and in like family and stuff like that and seeing what works.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think when you're in a relationship, it's so easy to be blinded by that relationship that you don't recognize the pitfalls that are happening. But when you're like when you're an outsider on that relationship, I think it can be a lot more obvious and it can become apparent to you of like, oh man, I shouldn't do that, or I don't want someone who does that or something.
Yeah.
Like an example of that for me is baby talk between couples. Oh my gosh,
Oof.
I can't stand it.
I can kind of get that, like if you're in middle school and like you're figuring out what love is, and all you know about love is like from John Green books or from the movies. But
I think
whenever
that's
you're
really
in
funny because you were
college,
the John Green kid.
okay, we don't have to talk about that. What I will say about that is Looking for Alaska is my favorite book from John Green.
Ditto.
It is. But yeah, exactly. It's like, why all these baby talk? Why all this, like, come on now.
I think one thing I've like by observing other couples, one thing I've really come to um like and want from a future relationship is that like kind of healthy opposition banter kind of thing. Like I'm gonna give the example of my brother and his fiance. They call each other out all the time, and it's like great because neither of them are being mean. They like definitely say it in like a funny way. Um, but it's like I feel like it's a really healthy relationship, and I'm glad I have it as an example for a relationship that I might want in the future. I don't know. I don't know if you have
Yeah.
any relationships like that or and people you know that
It's funny
you.
that you say that, like your brother and your brother's fiance. I'm kind of feel the same way with my sister and my brother-in-law. They
Oh
like
yeah.
he's just a really funny dude, and like whenever they just have beef, they talk it out and stuff like that. He's been very supportive of my sister whenever she was in nursing school, and he's just all around really funny dude. I was like, they're like when they're not petty or anything. Like if they got beef, if they need something they need to talk about, they don't just brood on it, or they don't give each other the cold shoulder. They just actually talk about it, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Um, and I think part of that is because our siblings are older than us and they are more grown up, so they are in more grown up relationships than what we've been around. But yeah. Moving on to my next point.
I was
Chris is making the face of like
I
I don't know.
disagree. Like
What do you mean?
no, like I agree with you. I agree with that because my siblings are older, that they would be a little bit more mature. But I also I disagree with that. With maturity comes with age.
Oh yeah,
Um,
no. I meant like
just
our siblings are more mature than us, I
yeah,
think.
yeah. My sister
They've
is.
just had more life experience.
My
Are you
sister
trying to
is.
say your brother-in-law is not?
My bro. No, I'm talking about like. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never
Okay.
mind.
I don't want you to call anyone out on your family
I
here.
don't want to. I don't want to call anybody out here.
Okay. Anyway.
So
Another
now,
fun part.
yeah, now we're on to another pro.
Yeah. I can sleep in the entire bed. That's so nice. Or like just not having to share my space in general. Like, if I'm watching a movie alone, I can take up as much space as I like. Or, if I'm in the car, I can like ugly sing and no one's gonna judge me. Um,
Amen.
and yeah, again, this one has an asterisk by it because as soon as you meet that person, that might completely change for you, and you might like not having your own space. You might like that your space is always shared
Shared.
by someone else.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to enjoy it while I have it.
It's funny that you say like you can sleep, like on the outline you say like you can sleep on the whole bed. Can you tell everybody what size bed you have?
Hey, I have a queen.
You have a queen.
Yeah,
Would you like to know what bed I have? What size
that
bed I
you
have?
chose. That you chose.
Did I?
Well, you live in a dorm, so
Yeah. No, but even
yeah.
I in the dorm I have a twin. Just a twin, not a twin XL. At home, I have a twin.
Hmm.
And so even if I wanted to share, I couldn't. So,
I mean, you could. It'll just be a really tight squeeze.
yeah. But I like my space. I also get really warm, and I don't want to be sweating in the middle of the night.
That's another pro. You won't sweat onto someone, or no one will make
Yeah.
you more sweaty.
Yeah. I'm a sweaty
um,
dude.
Good. I'm glad we got that in there. And then I think another pro for me, if you know me, I am like such a hermit when it comes to my studying habits. If I have a quiz or an exam coming up, I am in my room. I don't leave my apartment. I am stressed if I am not studying. Many of my friends have gotten phone calls from me of like me being stressed about an exam or a quiz or me just imploding in general. Um,
Am I one
and
of
you know,
those? I
I
feel like I am.
probably. Um, and I don't want to push that stress of like my lifestyle onto someone else. Because I know it can definitely, if obviously in my ideal relationship, I would be with someone who really cares about me. So I feel like seeing someone you really care about basically close himself off to the world for like a day or two can probably be not the most fun thing in the world. But that's just how I study. That's how I am. So I'm enjoying not being questioned about it right now, or like not having to change that aspect of myself to make people less worried. Um, but yes, that's
Yeah.
another big one for me. If you know anything about me, it's that I think the first thing people realize about me is that I'm really into my academics. Like that's my
That is
bread
your
and
thing.
butter.
In fact, no, I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm not going to say that.
Okay.
She got on to me about this. I can't say this one thing about her.
Thank
What are
you
you gonna
for
call
pointing it
cinnamon?
out.
You gonna call cinnamon?
Hey, that's another podcast. We're not talking about that right now.
Excuse me. As you can tell, we have a list of podcast ideas that we'll never get to.
Yeah, honestly. Um, and then so yeah, I think we've talked about our personal pros, and then I think it's always healthy to mention the general ones that everyone mentions, like freaking discounted candy after Valentine's Day.
Yeah, National Cheap Chocolate
Yeah,
Day, February
all over
15th.
that.
And
Yeah,
then,
and
like we
then
said earlier, don't have to stress about Valentine's gifts.
for sure.
Um,
Honestly, I think not to be that person, but I think Valentine's Day is a bit overrated because like you already have to like there is pressure on a significant other to get the significant other their best the best like birthday present that their significant other receives, or the best Christmas present the significant other receives, and then you also have an anniversary present that you have to think about, and then they just throw on Valentine's Day. Like I feel like that's a lot, no?
yeah, yeah, for sure. It adds to the pressure.
Yeah.
Um, this is not on the outline, but I actually wanted to talk about it for a bit. It was, do you have any like Valentine's Day traditions that you do, or anything?
You know what? I do. My mom always gets me something on Valentine's Day.
Are you see really? My
Yes.
mom does too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, my God, it's funny that you say that. Like every single Valentine's Day, this was actually like a recent development, and I say recent, like for the last like 4 or 5 years now. My mom, when I come home from school, my mom would leave a box of Ferrero Rocher
Oh,
chocolates
that's
on my
so
bed,
cute. Oh my goodness.
and not just me, obviously, but like all my siblings and like even my dad, and like and obviously like whenever I was able to drive, like on Valentine's Day, I would get it. Even if I didn't matter if I had a girlfriend or not, I'd always get flowers for my mom,
Oh,
um,
that's
just
very
because
sweet.
you know she's the woman of my life, I guess, right at the moment.
Yeah.
The moment.
I actually kind of have a funny story. Sorry if this podcast is super long because I tell it. Um, I had a year or two when I was like super into pugs, and it's not like I dislike pugs now. I just was like very, very interested in them around late or early to middle high school. Um, but yeah, I was like super into pugs, and then I was seeing someone who for Valentine's Day got me like a mini cute pug that like when you pressed its collar, it no. It was just like a mini cute pug that said like love pug on it or something.
It wasn't a real
Um,
pug.
No, no, no. It was like a stuffed pug because I'm allergic to dogs. But
You're also like allergic to fun. That's a throwback inside joke.
is it?
Yeah, because I'd always say that to you in high school.
I don't remember that.
This was about the time like you had developed your allergy to like gluten.
Oh yeah, so I would get like allergic reactions and be traumatized and be like, and you'd be like, oh my God, you're just allergic to fun. Why don't you just
Yeah,
stop?
yeah. Just don't be allergic. Like, just stop having an allergic reaction.
No,
No.
but then like I got home, right, from on Valentine's Day, and I had this cute little stuffed pug that I had gotten. And then my mom was like, I have something for you. And she gives me literally the big version of basically the little pug I had gotten. That when you press on its collar, it like danced and sung. And I just thought that was so funny. That like
Your mom came in
um
clutch more than
my
your
mom
significant other.
exactly. And it's really funny now because I still have both of them, but I definitely treasure my mom's more because that means like I don't know. It's cute to think that she saw it in a store and you know that like they were probably like robbing people and charging like 20, 25 bucks for that thing. My mom was like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna get it. It's cute. Um,
yeah. My
it's
mom
very
got me a
cute.
teddy bear too one year.
No,
I still have it actually in my room back home. So
moms are the real OG.
they are parents are the real family. That is another
Exactly.
podcast.
Okay. I think we should start wrapping this up. This has probably been our longest podcast so far.
How long has
Um,
it been?
I don't know.
I don't know. It doesn't say either. I'm too scared to kind of check.
Okay. Well, I think all in all, moms are the best. And I also kind of wanted to throw in that like if you are a couple, I don't, or you are part of a couple, I don't think it's a big deal if you don't celebrate Valentine's Day. Like I think this is gonna be cheesy. I'm sorry. Get some bread ready for this cheese, but you should celebrate that love in that relationship every day. Like I don't think you have to have a special day for it. Obviously if you like celebrating Valentine's Day, like that's your prerogative. If you like going on that date and be like, look at my boo, it's Valentine's Day, awesome. But if Valentine's Day stresses you out as a couple, I don't
Y'all should
it's not
break up.
necessary.
I mean,
No,
I'm just
Chris.
kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I was trying to be all encouraging and uplifting and you're like, yeah, get out of town, why don't you? Like
Sorry. No, but she's right. Like I completely agree. Like don't feel pressured to celebrate Valentine's Day just because it's a day that everyone made special. You know,
right.
celebrate each other every day. Just you don't need that one day and 365 days to tell them that you love them. You can tell them any single day of the year. You can tell them multiple times in one day, and it doesn't even have to be on that day. Any day.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's what I'm here for. That's what I
Okay.
get paid the big bucks for.
Neither of us are being paid.
They don't
To
know
do
that.
this
God.
anyway. um, but yeah, I think the point of this podcast was that like if you're single on Valentine's Day, it's definitely you're valid and if like you feel down about it because I promise you that experience is probably universal for a lot of single people. But I think there's a lot of pros that can be focused on about being single that you should enjoy it while you have it because um I think it's like nice because once you find your special somebody, right, you're gonna be with that person for either the rest of your life or for like a really long time. And then it's like if you enjoy being single, if you look at the upsides of being single, I think it's easier to wait, like to make sure that the person you meet that you do find is like um you form a healthy relationship with them because I have a feeling that a lot of people who are single, who are very tired of being single and like are angry that they're single, are more likely to settle for like a toxic relationship rather than like a healthy one.
Yeah, like they'll settle for what they can get, even if it's not good for them.
Yeah. Oh, and also big disclaimer, if you're like aromantic and don't want relationships at all, good for you, dude. Like
That's okay. Yeah.
yeah, that's more than
But
valid too. Get yourself some chocolate. Be in a relationship with
yeah,
you.
we're not here to say that you have to be in a relationship. We're just saying that just be happy. Do what makes you happy. If it, you know,
Or
go out
like
there
we
and make
just
your
wanted to
dreams
point out
come true.
we just wanted to point out the upsides of being single for those who like maybe do or like are itching to be in a relationship or are like regretting being single or etc.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's good in everything. No, well, not everything. I mean, there's probably not good in like poop or something. I don't know.
What? I like don't even know the point you just made.
You know, I'm just spitballing. You know, I'm just
Yeah, I can
going with the
tell.
flow.
This is why we have an outline because the second we finish our outline, that's the first thing you said.
I'll be honest, whenever we first started doing this podcast, I didn't think she's like, let's make an outline. And I was like, at first I was like, oh, we don't need it. And then whenever we did the
We
first
don't need it.
podcast, I was like, yeah, we need it. Anyway.
Also, hang on. Do you want to
We
talk
have
about
merch. I'm just kidding.
no, one of our friends made an album. I don't know if you want to talk about that.
Oh yes, I have a very good buddy of mine. He has dropped a single. He dropped a single on February 3rd. His name is Jake Welch, and the single is called Blue. I forget what it's called, and I feel
Oh
bad.
no. Fake friend. Just kidding. I
Barstool Blues by Jake Welch. You
Barstool
just go on
Blues.
Spotify and give it a few streams. I feel like you'll like it. I personally like it. I actually do really like it. It sounds good. The quality is good. It's really good, and I really like it. Yeah, go
Awesome.
give it a listen. I'll put a link in the bio or whatever,
Link
in the
in bio.
description, whatever it's called. Give it a thumbs up and a like. No, but seriously, yeah, it'd be great if y'all would give it a listen. Just see what y'all think about it.
For sure.
If you like it, you like it. If you don't, your opinion is wrong.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
I think the
Anyway.
point of having a podcast is that we force our opinions onto everyone and then they can't deny it.
Yeah, they can't deny it because we're right all the time.
And we're wearing manipulator glasses.
Yeah. But we're just right because we're right. Like, it's not because of the manipulator glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
Yeah.
This is the end of today's podcast. I'm Chris.
Wait. Disclaimer. Couples out there, have your Valentine's date. That's fun. But stay 6 feet away from other people. Wear masks. Please don't put other people at risk of COVID. Okay, that's it.
Amen. And a women. Anyway, that's the end of this. That's the end of this podcast. I'm Chris.
And I'm Yahvi.
And this has been the All Lowercase podcast. Please leave comments and give it.
Valentine's Day.
Have a great Valentine's Day. Don't get COVID. And yeah, have fun.